right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Sit Down. You're here at it again. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, comment, and all that good stuff because we need the algorithms to algorithm. Today, we have Miss Harley in the building. How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm all right. Harley had me on her online show. What was the name of the show?
Sip and Smoke.
Sip and Smoke, yes.
With the Plug Network.
Yes, she had me on her platform, so it was only right that I had her on mine. So, hello.
Thank you. Hello.
How are you? How you been?
I'm well. I can't complain. It's definitely good to see you again.
Likewise. What you been up to since the last time we saw each other?
I've been moving and shaking, working on my acting, of course, working on my music more because now I'm transitioning from modeling into music, and a lot of people don't know that's where I started. I started in music, so now I'm going back to it. I don't know where it's going to take me, but I definitely just want to get it out because I feel like I have something to say, and I just want to make sure that, I just get it out my system.
Okay, I think music is always the next transition and don't take this personally, for women, models. Why do you think that is?
I personally can't speak for everyone else. For me, that's where I started. I started off singing.
The clip I seen you was rapping though.
I rap and sing, but just the history is that I started off singing, and I was in performing arts schools like my entire life growing up. I even received an award from the government, from Virginia C. Fields, a triple threat award. So I was
a triple threat award. What's that?
Triple threat award.
What does that mean?
A triple threat is someone who has 3 or more talents. So it would be typically 3, but I have more, and every single talent has brought me into the next phase of my life. So I started off singing. When I went into the performing arts school, I started acting. I really wanted to do choir. I got into acting. I was the best actress in the school, and that's how I received my award. And then, of course, it kind of just came naturally. That's all I could say. And and then I started doing hair. And then one day I was just walking down the street and I met someone named Jerry Fontillo, a photographer. And he just was like, "You look like somebody. You should be a model." And
Come on.
that's what he said.
You was walking down the street and the nigga said you should be a model. True. And you stopped for him too?
No, true story.
This is in New York?
True story.
Lies. I don't want to hear this. You know how many girls I say that to? Well, not anymore.
But the fact is that I still know him. It's been over 10 years, and everything from that moment leads me to where I am now.
Harley, you're lying to me, son.
Word to everything. It happened just like that, word for word. I swear to God, I'm not making it up. This is a true story. I was walking down Jamaica Ave, and this guy was like, "Are you a model?" And it wasn't the first time I heard that. He said,
because that was going to be the next thing. Because that had to be the first time someone asked you to be a model, and you stopped. Because
no, I've heard it before.
That was my line. Damn, you could be a model, babe. And they continue to walk.
But the funny thing is,
so how he look?
His name is Jerry Fontillo. He's a big dude. He got glasses.
No.
Jerry, you know who you are when you hear this. His name is Jerry Fontillo. You can look him up, and he's worked with a lot of women. He was kind of like a version of DJ Clay Slade. Shout out to K Slade because he was also my mentor, and he saw something in me as well. And so it was similar to that. He had a lot of women, black women, with bodies, and
K Slade definitely had.
I love K Slade. Oh my God.
Those magazines, bruh. Shout out to
K Slade. Rest in peace.
K Slade.
So it was similar like that. But anyways, long story short, that was over 10 years ago. I was 19. And he was very well connected in the industry. That's when Perfections was open. That's where I met Cardi B. Shout out to Cardi B.
You used to work. You worked at Perfections?
I was a promoter at Perfections.
Oh, okay.
And it was an experience for me. That's what got me started in my underground industry, motion.
Got you.
And he was the first person to take my official pictures and stuff like that. So one thing led to another.
Do you still have these pictures?
I do. I'll show you.
I want to see these first pictures of Harley.
I was 120 pounds compared to how
skinny
I am now.
mini.
I was skinny. And the funny thing, K Slade didn't want to work with me at first.
Because you were skinny.
Because I was skinny, but he took my photos. And I was like, and he didn't use them in the magazine. I was like, why you didn't use my pictures? I said, you only like the girls with the big asses, da-da-da. He didn't like me. He was like, yo, you was mad disrespectful, da-da-da-da. But after that, after he got to get to know me, he was like, yo, like, you're really that was actually one of his last words. He was like, you're a really good woman, and stuff like that. He was like, he was going to help me, get to where I needed to go. But unfortunately, it didn't work that way. But I'm sure he would be really proud of me now, and I love him so much.
So you've been a model, you said. Is there magazines we can find you?
Yes, I did a few magazines. One of them was See Whatever magazine, and I did so many, but this was like when I first started. I can't really remember all the names.
Got you. Yeah, because magazines aren't really a thing anymore.
They're not a thing anymore, unfortunately, because everything, there's no imagination anymore. Anything can be seen on the internet and then on Instagram, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no imagination. There's easy access to everything. You don't got to pay for it no more. It's like free subscription. A lot of people keep asking me, do you have OnlyFans? And I'm like, no, I don't have OnlyFans, but like, should I get one? But see, I don't want to do like sexual content. I might do a little feet or something for the people that like that. Maybe a little twerk videos, because I don't have that kind of content on my page. Maybe I could do that.
Feet is real big out here. Twerking is very big as well. OnlyFans it's money.
OnlyFans is what?
It's money. So figure out.
So like, because I have an issue with like being judged, because I feel like people already have a speculation.
They judge you regardless.
They judge me already. You know, they make up all these other, like all these rumors, like, oh, she be dealing with celebrities, and the thing is that that's not true. So I swear to everything, I don't be walking around fucking celebrities, because I'm gonna tell you why.
All right, so you've never dated a celebrity?
I've dated people that became celebrities. I grew up with them, and then they became a celebrity later on. I could say that. But as a celebrity coming up, I've learned that it's more important to your relationship with the celebrities, and the longevity is more important than just a quick moment in time, thinking that that's what's... I was just talking about that with Fats. A lot of people feel like they could sleep with you, or the women or the guys, whatever, they sleep with you for the opportunity. It does not work like that, because what happens is once you sleep with them, they don't want you around no more, because they're looking for the next thing. And then it's like, damn, she here, like, they feel like they can't move how they want to move, and you got entitlement, like... No, it's more important for me to build my relationships with people than it is to sleep with you just to say I slept with you, because that's not going to get me nowhere, you know?
Hope y'all are paying attention. Message.
It is a message, and I've learned that message a long time ago, so it's like the speculations is one thing, but the truth is, and the matter is, like, you can't say you saw me anywhere with anybody at any point in time. Anytime you see me, I'm in the same room with you, and I'm working and networking, you know what I'm saying? And that's just it. After that, after I leave and I go home, I'm not really going to the after parties unless it's beneficial to me. I'm not leaving the club with for example, like, I'm not leaving the club with Busta Rhymes just because we had a conversation. Like, that's mad corny. You know, just say, oh yeah, I left the club. Like, that's corny. Like, you're a bird. Like,
definitely. Really. So how hard is it? Because you always hear it's hard for a woman in a male-dominated industry. Can you give me some a woman's viewpoint into that?
It definitely is hard in this industry, being a model that sells sex, because we know that sex sells. And I feel like my content is not really that risque, but the fact that you even got your butt out is enough for people to just say whatever they want to say. So a lot of people, when they see me online, they look at it like, oh yeah, like she's one of those because she's showing a little butt on the internet. But then when they get to know me, they like, why you acting like Princess Diana? Like, who you think you are? Like, you should be giving it up or something like that. And it's like, I honestly really not like that. I'm a little more reserved in person, a little more refined. And I feel like it's hard because people would try to let's do business their way into some vagina. And it's like, it's never given that. Maybe for somebody else, but for me, it's not. So it is very hard because I want to be taken seriously. And being an attractive woman or someone that has a little sex appeal. And also, I'll say this. When I wear an afro, people look at me, yo, hey, sister, peace, beloved, da-da-da. But then if I have a 30-inch bust down, it's like, yo, what up, ma? You know? So it's definitely hard to find that balance. But
okay. In defense of the men out there, when you see a woman with an afro, it gives you more of the, she didn't sit in front of a mirror for 2 hours making sure everything was right. She zhuzhed her hair real quick and she stepped out. I could appreciate that, sister. And then you with the 30-inch, we know you sat in front of that fucking mirror for 2 hours making sure that shit was laid, the baby hairs and the makeup was like, all right, what's up?
The funny thing about it is that all I did was change my hair. I still sat in front of that mirror for 2 hours doing my makeup and figure out what I was going to wear. And all I did was throw an afro on. That was the difference. That was the only difference, just that I threw an Afro wig on, and now you like, oh yeah, she's the natural queen. Even though I am, I really am. I can't help where I was raised and the circumstances I was raised in, that I felt like I needed to do certain things or look a certain way to survive. That I can't help. It is all of that is a part of who you are. You know what I'm saying? But then again, of course, me personally, I'm doing some spiritual assessments of myself, and I'm being a little more earthy and stuff like that. Today it looks a little different, but I've been wearing my hair more on my afro, and people do appreciate that. But the funny thing is, I spent the same amount of time in the mirror than I did. I spent the same amount of time in the mirror. So,
I hear you. Let's talk about this music, man.
Yeah, let's talk about
it. Is there a project coming out? Is there an EP, or is this just singles we dropping?
Yes, I am currently working on my EP, and I'm definitely working on some singles and some promo music. Shout out to Scripps, DJ Scripps. He had me on a feature with Big Rome and Hayes on Hayes, and that was really nice. And that was some promo music. One of my, I would say official promo releases currently. And with that, I'm moving forward and taking a lot and buckling down and take a lot of focus on my music. So yeah, I do have some things in the works. I don't want to speak too prematurely. I do have some movies that I'm working on as well, and some music videos and all that. So look out for it.
How did you get into the online show world? How did that happen for you?
Sip and Smoke.
Yes.
True Life Films and Luke had seen me in the previous works. They see me acting. Of course, I started off doing skits like a lot of us that act on the internet. And
hold on, before you go.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's acting on the internet.
Yes, it wasn't as
message.
Yeah. You know what? But the thing is, now, ever since TikTok, everybody's acting. Everybody's an actor now.
Everyone's so creative.
Everyone's so creative. Everyone's an influencer. But the funny thing is, a lot of them are good,
I don't know. Listen, I'm not saying any of them are bad. I'm just saying I can't listen. I come from a different era where I don't trust everything I see.
Yeah.
And the internet makes me trust things even less.
Yeah. Well, I pay my dues. That's all I can say. I've been doing this for a very long time, and I'm glad that I got in at a certain point in time before it became oversaturated.
Okay. So, music you're working on, the online show. Is there anything else that comes with Harley as far as the brand? Is there clothes? Is there hair pieces? Like what else are you selling me?
I am working on some things, of course, that I don't want to speak prematurely about, but I'm definitely into like BDSM, the kink world.
What is BDSM?
BDSM is bondage, domination, submission or sadism, and masochism. Yeah, tying you up, like a little 50 Shades of Grey, but like to the max.
So hold on. So you tie men up and like
no, I don't,
and like step
men
on their balls and stuff?
Well, quite honestly, well, I am the sub, so that's me. I'm a submissive woman. It's the opposite way around for me.
So you have men tie you up?
I mean, if I trust you, because it's about trust. It's not just about, oh, let's have fun, let me dominate you, and let you do what I say. That's not how it goes. But if I trust you, I might. But that's not my go-to thing. I'm just submissive, and I appreciate a dominant man, because in my lifestyle, I have to be at the forefront and be a little more masculine than I would like to be. I have to be very stern, and I have to protect myself, because unfortunately, a lot of women of color are very unprotected. So I have to be a little more stern than I want to be. But when I get in a bedroom and I'm with someone I trust, it's really nice to be in a more vulnerable state and be able to express my femininity.
There's your OnlyFans right there.
Yeah. I just don't want to have too sexual of content. But, we could figure it out.
Listen, I want all parts of this if Harley decides to go on one plan. Making an audio thing.
An audio thing?
Where people listening to you.
OnlyFans?
They're listening
That's
to you.
That's something to think about.
I'm just saying, I like
that.
I want percentages. So you said there was something else with the BDSM.
Yes, actually, what I'm working on a line of pacifiers, because I am someone who wear pacifiers. So a lot of people,
I thought she was about to tell me she liked it.
I like to wear pacifiers. So
everybody was thinking the same thing.
Wait, what y'all was thinking?
Never mind. Girls be so oblivious. She wants a pacifier for what?
Well, anyways, I wear pacifiers, and that was one of the things that I used to around K-Slade. He used to be like, what's that about? You know what I'm saying? And people would ask me, well, is it alcohol in the pacifier? So people would ask me, is there alcohol in the pacifier? Like, what did you sucking on the pacifier for? What's that about? But the thing is, remember in the 90s, a lot of people used to rock pacifiers. Nobody thought twice. But now that I'm rocking the pacifier, I'm looking, people like thinking a little more deep than what it is. Yeah,
because you're bringing attention to your mouth.
Okay. I have big lips, and my teeth are big, too.
And then you put this thing in your mouth, and you're constantly sucking on. What do you want me to think?
I'm sure anybody watching is looking at my mouth right now. Like, come on. You looking anyway. At least I look cute. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, Harley. Okay. All right. No doubt. See, and this is my problem with girls. Y'all be knowing what y'all doing and act oblivious. Like, what do you mean? I'm sucking on this lollipop. Why are you watching me?
No, I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. I have a kink, and it's a part of my brand, and I'm branding. So it gives you something to talk about, and it's controversial. So that's the whole point, to get people talking. So then when I come out with whatever I'm trying to come out with, and in addition to that, it's like, okay, it's on brand for her.
I like you, Harley. You've got a good business sense about you.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
Very professional about yourself. I like that.
Thank you.
Is there any last words you want to let these people know before I let you go? Is there anything I missed?
I think I would like to say that
don't play with it.
First of all, don't play with it. But when you coming up, it don't matter what art form that you're in. I think humility is important, and this generation is lacking humility. They're also lacking like stage presence or presence when you walk in a room. So I would just give a little advice to not be shy. Don't be afraid of making mistakes. Don't be afraid of embarrassing yourself, looking funny, looking crazy, because that's also with the acting. I had to get out of my own head, and it's okay to look funny, look crazy, because that's where you get the best out of the content and the best out of yourself, and you get yourself out your comfort zone and into the next version of you. So that's what I'm really saying, just to never give up and keep pushing. I know it sounds cliche to say never give up, but the thing is, a lot of people don't want to be seen starting from the bottom, so they'll never make it to the top. So
you gotta start somewhere.
You gotta start somewhere. You gotta start. If you gotta work at McDonald's, go work at McDonald's, make some money to invest into yourself. Make sure you do that. Don't be afraid of that. Don't be afraid of who's gonna see you because you feel like you somebody. You're not somebody until you somebody. So
facts.
Yeah.
Well, before I let you go.
Oh, one last thing. A wise person knows that they know nothing at all.
Amen. Amen to that. Listen, I enjoyed this interview. I think this was very very informative for the women out there, and I also think that you've got a perspective about you that I think people can appreciate.
I appreciate that.
But I would be remiss if I didn't do this for all the guys watching. So this is for y'all. Are you dating? Are you single and are you dating?
It's complicated.
She got a situation, fam. You better hurry up. You better step up to the plate. She just told you, step up to the plate. Harley, thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Appreciate you. Let them know how to follow you and be a part of the online show. Let them know how to see you on your model spreads. The pacifiers, if you're selling those. Let them know how to get a part of all that.
Well, my name is Harley the Dolly. So Harley, THA Dolly. You can find me on every platform under that name. And thank you so much for having me. I had a great time.
How'd you come up with the name Harley the Dolly?
Well, Harley is like Harley Quinn. Someone actually gave me the name Harley one day. I used to go by Lady, and I got tired of people saying, like, oh, your name is Lady. You should be a certain way. You should be more ladylike. Like, that's corny. Like, I'm going to be who I want to be. And someone finally gave me the name Harley because someone has to give you a name for it to stick, really. That's what they say, right? So that's how I got the name, and I'm always, like, prissy, doll-like, and it just stuck with me one day, and that's all I can really say on that.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's Harley the Dolly.
Harley the Dolly.
Thank you for coming through. Make sure you follow everything she's doing. Subscribe to what she's got going on. And ladies and gentlemen, that is a sit down.